you to tell me your first impressions, whatever you see or experience as you're coming down from that cloud. Very good. Very good. And as you're coming down, once you're down, I want you to take a look down to your feet. Down to your feet. And let me know if you can see your feet. Very good. Whatever comes to your mind.
I'm wearing sandals.
You're wearing sandals. Very good. Now I want you to touch your body. Does this body feel male or female?
Male.
Male, young or old?
'30s.
Okay. I want you to see what you're dressing. What are you dressing? You can touch your body and feel what you're dressing.
It's like a cloth.
Cloth. What color is it?
White.
White. Now check your arms. Do you have any ornaments in your arms?
Bracelets.
Now let me know if you have any ornaments on your head.
Like a leather braided thing.
Very good. Now I want you to take a look at your skin. What color is it?
It's like medium dark.
Very good. Now I want you to take a look around this place. What do you see around you?
It's like stone floors with a courtyard of plants in the middle.
Okay, very good. Are there any other people with you?
No. There's a lot of birds.
A lot of birds. So what are you doing there? What do you feel you're doing there?
I think I'm taking care of the plants.
You're taking care of the plants. And how do you feel there? Do you like
I
taking?
feel good.
You feel good. You like taking care of the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you live close by? Mm-hmm. As you go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, you let me know if you live close by or this is where you live.
This is where I live.
This is where you live. Mm-hmm. Can you take me to this place and show me how it looks?
It's a white stone
Mm-hmm.
with open in the middle to the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and the plants are in the middle,
The plants are in the middle.
and the birds are in the plants.
Mm-hmm. Good. So in this place, do you live alone or you live with anyone else?
I feel like it's my job to take care of the plants.
It's your job to take care of the plants. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm by myself.
You're by yourself. Mm-hmm. All right. And what kind of plants do you see? Which ones are
There's
the ones?
trees,
Mm-hmm.
small trees.
Okay.
I think I'm connected to the plants.
Mm-hmm. And are you good at it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, what kind of terrain is this?
It's mountainous,
This mountain?
close to the water.
Close to the water. Okay, very good. And as you're in this place, I want you to check. Who do you work for? Is this, are you working for somebody? Do you report to somebody? Just remember,
I feel like I do.
mm-hmm. Good. Because if you're taking care of this place, who's the owner of this place?
I think we all own it.
You all own it. Mm-hmm. And when you say you all, who else owns this place?
It's other people that are dressed like me.
Mm-hmm. Good. And what is the purpose of this place that you take care of all these plants and the birds?
A peaceful place.
Mm-hmm. It's a peaceful place. Good.
To enjoy.
To enjoy. Mm-hmm. And you get to enjoy this place. You have come here to relax.
I live there.
You live there. Mm-hmm. Good. Are you the only one that lives there, or you have other people living there too?
There's other people, but they don't come around.
They don't come around. Mm-hmm. Wow, so you get to enjoy this for yourself then. Good.
It seems like they are just off in the distance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else is happening there?
I feel a lot of love from the plants.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can feel the love from the plants.
I think people come there for that.
Mm-hmm. And how do you connect with the plants?
We just know each other.
You just know each other. What happens when you touch any of those plants?
They quiver.
They quiver. Mm-hmm. And do those plants have any special powers or purposes?
They just provide love.
Love, right? So do any of them provide like medicine?
You don't need medicine.
You don't need medicine. You don't get sick.
You just need the love.
You just need the love. Mm-hmm. And when you feel love from these plants, how do you feel them? As energy, as emotion, as what?
You feel it.
You feel it
inside.
Inside. Good. Besides the love, do these plants transmit anything else like knowledge, wisdom?
No.
No. Okay. Very good. And what do you use to cook? What do you eat?
I think I just eat fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables. Mm-hmm.
From the plants.
Very nice. Okay. Do you eat any meat?
No.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever eaten any meat?
I think fish.
Fish. Okay. Good. So now I want you to drift away from that scene. Drift away. And I want you to go to the next important event in the life of that man in his 30s taking care of this place, these plants. Drifting and floating. Move to the next important event. Drifting and floating. Floating and drifting. Once you get there, you let me know. What is happening now?
People are coming in there.
Mm-hmm. People are coming. What are they coming for?
Food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't belong there.
They don't belong there?
No.
No. Mm-hmm. So what do you do now?
I'm hiding.
Mm-hmm. You're what?
Hiding.
Hiding. Mm-hmm. Why are you hiding?
They're bad people.
They're bad people. Mm-hmm. How many do you see?
They look like warriors.
Mm-hmm. How many are there? As you're hiding, what are you seeing now?
They're messing the place up.
All the plants, the fruits.
They don't understand.
And how do you feel?
Sad.
Sad. Can you feel what the plants are feeling?
They're died. They died.
They're dying.
They killed them.
I see. What else is happening?
I don't have a purpose anymore.
You don't have a purpose anymore.
They killed my plants. Destroyed my house.
Did they see you while they were doing that?
No.
No. So what do you want to do now?
Rebuild it.
Okay, of course. You can do that, right? You have the knowledge. So I'm going to drift away. I want you to drift away from that sin. Drift away. We're going to another important event. I want you to move forward. Let's see what happens. Drift and float. Drifting and floating. Floating and drifting. So keep going deeper. Deeper. Drifting and floating. Floating and drifting. To another important event in the life of that man, taking care of that place. Once you find it, you let me know. What is happening now? Are you still in the same place? What is happening?
Seems like he's giving up.
Can you repeat?
Seems like he's giving up.
Okay. How are you feeling there?
Dark.
Dark? Why do you feel dark?
I feel like I'm hiding still, even after they're all gone.
Do you know if those people have returned?
No.
No. Why are you still hiding?
Scared.
Scared. Have you been revealed in this place?
No.
No. Has it been a long time since those people came? I see.
They ruined it.
But you're still scared. So what are you going to do now?
I want to rebuild it, but it's too hard. I can't do it by myself.
And what about the other people that own it with you?
They're gone.
They're gone. Why are they gone?
Because there's nothing left.
So are you the only one willing to rebuild this place?
I want to.
But there's no help.
It's not beautiful anymore.
Mm-hmm. I see.
It's dark.
Mm-hmm. And when you say it's dark, is what you feel about the place, the energy?
Yeah.
I see. So you don't feel that love anymore?
No.
No. Okay. Alright. So we're going to move forward again and see what happens. I want you to move forward in that same life, drifting and floating, floating and drifting to the next important event. Let's see what happens. Drift and float, float and drift. And you're there now. What is happening? Are you still hiding?
The sun is out, but I'm too old to do anything.
Mm-hmm. The sun is up, but you're too old to do it.
The energy is back.
He's back. Mm-hmm. Are you still by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had any family, kids?
No.
No. Mm-hmm. Are the other
plants were my family.
I see. Are the other people that own this place with you back?
No.
They're still gone. Were you able to rebuild this place?
No.
No. But however you're saying that the energy is back. Where is that energy coming from?
The sun.
The sun. Mm-hmm. Why has it been so difficult to rebuild this place? Is it that it was too much for you, or you were still
too much
afraid?
Both.
Both. Mm-hmm. Good. Do you feel you have a purpose?
I did.
Mm-hmm. But not anymore.
They took it away.
They took it away. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. So you're going to drift away from this scene. Drift away. We're going to drift and flow to the last minute of that life. Last minute, drifting and floating, floating and drifting. Last minute of that life. 3, 2, 1. You're there now. What is happening?
It's like I've never moved from the spot.
Mm-hmm. You have never moved from this spot. Mm-hmm.
Of hiding.
And hiding. Mm-hmm. So what gives you the impression that this is the last day of that life? What is happening?
I'm just hiding in the shadows.
Mm-hmm. How is your body feeling?
Weak.
Weak. Mm-hmm. Does your body have any pain anywhere?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Mm-hmm. Because of the age?
No.
Mm-hmm. Because of what?
What they did to me.
What they did to you. Mm-hmm. I see. So I want you to move forward to the moment where you leave that body. Let's see how that body dies. as the body is dying, keep telling me everything you feel and see. What is happening now?
Just falls asleep.
I see. So you let me know once you're outside of the body. Are you out now? Good. So now that you're outside of the body, let's make a balance of that life that just ended. What do you think you had to learn in that life?
Loneliness.
Loneliness. Is that what you had to experience?
I think so.
Okay. Were you able to pass that test, that lesson?
I don't feel like it.
What part do you miss?
Connection.
Connection. What about the connection?
That's what I learned. To lose the connection.
To lose the connection. Interesting. So based on what you just lived in that life, what advice do you have for John, the life you're going to have as John?
Enjoy the connection you have now.
Enjoy the connection you have now. However, it seems that when he was born, he still had to experience disconnection. Does that make sense? Disconnection from her mother.
Yes.
Was that part of the plan?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Any other advice you want to give to John? If you don't have it, no problem. We'll talk to the higher self later. So I want you to continue your journey. Go where you have to go. And John, I want you to disconnect from this life. Let that man continue his journey, go where he has to go. We're drifting away, drifting and floating, and I want you now to look for another past life, another life that has information for you. You're going to be drifting and floating, floating and drifting, looking for another life, drifting and floating, floating and drifting, looking for another life that is important to examine. Drift and float. float and drift. Once you find it, you let me know.
See, I'm at the top of the green pyramid thing.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
It has drawers.
What does he have?
Drawers.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to look down to your feet right there where you are. What are you wearing?
I don't know if I have feet.
Mm-hmm. You don't know if you have feet. Mm-hmm. Do you feel you have a body?
It's light.
How does it feel like?
It's too hard to explain.
Mm-hmm. Hard to explain. Do you think that it's in planet Earth?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You don't know? Okay, good.
There's that, as far as you can see, these tall green
Mm-hmm.
things with shelves and drawers. I guess I'm looking at one of them.
Mm-hmm. So it has shelves and drawers? And now once you're in this place, how do you feel?
I'm the only one there.
You're the only one there. So it's a pyramid with shelves and drawers. Mm-hmm. And as you're doing there, so you don't feel you have a body. But do you feel any energy? Do you have any, maybe more subtle body? As you go deeper and deeper. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing weird. Just tell me about it. Don't analyze it. What are you seeing?
I feel like I have a really big head and just wispy
Mm-hmm.
arms and legs. And then I float.
And you float.
And I go up and down and open these drawers.
And you can open these drawers.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And when you float and open these drawers, what do you see inside?
Cards.
Cards. Very good. And what kind of card are these?
There's like a library.
Like a library. Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, you're the only one in this place. Do you think that is your function? Is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And who comes to see these cards besides you?
Just me.
Just you. Mm-hmm. Do you want to get one of those cards and see what's in there?
People.
There's people on the card. On the card. Mm-hmm. And what's going on with those people?
It's a record.
It's a record. I see. And on that one that you're just checking now, what is happening with those people? What?
Recording their lives.
They're recording their lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And what are you seeing that makes you so happy and makes you smile? Not everybody.
Each drawer is somebody's life.
So each drawer is somebody's life. So then you have a privileged position because not anybody can go where you are. Not anybody.
It's lonely though.
Hmm?
It's lonely.
It's lonely. I see. But you have an important function. Now.
But I can see everybody's lives.
Exactly. It's a great position. You can learn.
I can feel them.
Right. So, is there a drawer that belongs to you? Do you have your own drawer?
I can't see that one.
You can or you cannot?
I can't.
You can't? No. Okay. Alright. So, whose drawer do you want to find? Do you want to find Chris's drawer? Your
I think
son's
that's the drawer I'm looking at.
I see. Okay. So as you look at that drawer, let's find a life that is related to the issue he's experiencing with his knee. What are you getting? Just trust that you're being guided and get any of those cards.
I see him walking.
You see him walking. In a previous life?
It's
What is happening?
I think he was killed by Indians.
He was killed by Indians, right? I see. So as he being killed, I want you to see what part of his body gets hurt.
He tries to run away, but he can't.
But he can't, right? And why he can't run away? Why can't he?
He was injured.
He was injured, right? Where is he injured?
His legs and his head.
In his head. Now let's see how that event relates to a problem on his knee that he's experiencing now.
He was exploring. Very happy.
Very happy.
And they took that away.
And they took that away?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they brought me his knee?
It's the same.
He was happy exploring and they took that away? Is the same? I just want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't analyze anything. Anything.
I see he was very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And the coaches took it away.
And these Indians took that away.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So right there where you are, you have the ability to communicate with his spirit. Time does not exist. Everything is happening now. So I want you to take a look at his card, right? That's his spirit. And ask him, why is it that he's experiencing a problem with his knee in this life? How does that relate to the life where he was killed by the Indians? Can you let me know
He
what
was
this?
afraid.
Can you repeat, please?
He was afraid.
He was afraid. Mm-hmm. Back then.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
he was afraid to explore.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that's what he wanted.
He was afraid to move forward.
He wanted to be people. People wanted him to explore because he was good, but he didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And he was afraid.
I see. So ask him how that relates to this life where people say he's good at baseball and he's experiencing this problem with his knee.
It's the same.
It's the same. So
People
ask him
said
if
he was good, so they wanted him to do that, and he wanted to do something else.
Can you explain that to him now?
Yeah.
Can you explain to him that now he can do whatever he wants? There's no need for him to reflect that fear or that, I don't know, not being happy with what he's doing. He doesn't need that reflected as a problem with his knee.
He's trying to make people happy.
I see.
Instead of himself.
I see. So you explain to him that this is his life and he's the one that needs to be happy. So no need for him to create that problem with his knee so that he stops doing something he doesn't want to do, like baseball. Let me know if he understands that.
He already knew that.
He already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
So can you ask him that it's okay for him to heal his knee?
Yes.
Yes, because of his bone was rejecting the implant, right? No need for his body to do that anymore. We already know.
Yeah.
Good. So now let's thank Chris for that information. And now we drift away from that drawer. And why you look for your sister Kelly's drawer? Look for her drawer. You let me know when you find it.
It's on the same tower.
It's not the same?
It's on the same tower.
It's on the same tower.
Everyone on that tower is a family.
I see, okay. And do families belong to the same soul group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So you let me know if when you find her drawer.
I've got it.
Okay. So let's find out why she's having a hard time grieving the loss of her husband. See if that happened to her before they were together in a previous life. Why is it so difficult for her? What do you see?
Fear.
Fear?
I feel fear.
What is she afraid of? You can see it on the cards.
Her husband, Joe. Was big.
Was big? In which way?
The spirit.
The spirit.
He protected her.
In this current life. Is that why she's missing him so much? So maybe you can help.
She feels vulnerable.
I see. So go ahead and show her other cards where they might have been together before, so that she understands that she's never alone and that he is always by her side. Take her by the hand, show her those cards so that she understands. What is she telling you?
She seems happy.
She seems happy. Okay. Good. Good. So if you're there taking care of these drawers where you see people's lives, I want you to move forward to the time where you decide to do something different and maybe reincarnate as John. You can go ahead and go to the moment where you're planning your reincarnation as John. Are you there now?
Yeah.
What lessons are you choosing for this life as John?
Not to be afraid. And you don't have to be lonely.
No, you don't have to be lonely, because you've been lonely there in the library, you've been lonely in a past life as a man taking care of those plants. You don't have to be lonely now. You mentioned something about disconnection. What are you choosing about disconnection? What lessons?
Time to get connected.
Time to get connected. Okay, good. So let me know right there if you're choosing your parents, biological parents.
It's all part of the plan.
Is all part of the plan. Alright, so you already know what you're going to experience through them.
Loneliness.
Loneliness, and disconnection. Alright,
But reconnection
and reconnection. Awesome.
can be done.
Okay, good. Because I see that in the life of that man that was taking care of those plants, you decided to hide. You decided to put fear in your heart. You gave power to those people that destroyed that place to make you feel that way. So, what are you doing in order to learn how to feel this way in the life of John?
I was weak then. I'm not now.
You're not now. Okay, very good.
I'm connected.
Can you repeat again, please?
I'm connected.
You are connected now. Good. So, since I am talking to you and you're in the spirit world, you're basically your higher self, John's higher self. Why don't we ask a question about John's dog, which has cancer? When to put this dog down? What can you tell us?
She's not done.
Excuse me?
She's not done.
She's not done yet. Okay. Should John feel guilty of putting her down?
There's no guilt.
There's no guilt. Okay. Very good. Now, John has has a back issue, problem with his back. Do you know where that is coming from? Is it from this life or another life? Or what's causing it?
This life.
This life. What's causing it?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. And what's causing his anxiety?
Fear.
Fear. And what is he afraid of?
Emotions.
Emotions. Is it kind of the same fear he felt in the life of the man with the plants?
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay. So can you help him remove those fears? What's going to take for him to remove those fears?
He needs to feel.
He needs to heal. Heal from what?
He needs to feel.
Oh, feel. I see. And what is it that he's not feeling at this time?
He tries to suppress his emotions.
I see. So how can we open him up more so that he can feel emotions? Because feeling emotions is to be connected. And be connected is what he's here for.
He's working on it.
He's working on it. Very good. What about his high blood pressure?
Worry.
Worry. What is he worried about?
Being connected.
Being connected. But the only thing that he needs to do in order to be connected is allow himself to feel those emotions. Can we open his heart now? Whatever happened in that place with the plants, it's not going to happen again. He needs to experience a different set of emotions now. Can you open his heart?
He can.
They can. Okay, good.
He has to choose to.
And what is preventing him from choosing to do it?
Feeling lost.
Lost. But this time he has a wife, has kids, and has 4 parents, biological, 2 biological, 2 adoptive parents. Why is he feeling that loss? Where is that loss coming from?
He's afraid to feel it. Because of what happened before.
But you know that fear is just an illusion. Fear is the strongest emotion that a human can feel. But it's just an illusion. All John needs is on the other side of fear. What does he have to lose if he feels?
He needs to.
Right. Everything is there for him to win. Back issues will be gone. High blood pressure will be gone. Are the vein issues related to the same thing? His varicose veins? What do you see?
I see veins.
Right. So, at the the issue with the veins related to the same fear, or that's something different?
Something different.
What's causing that?
Feels dark.
You see dark?
Mm.
And where do you see dark? Do you think this is a past life? Okay. Is it get a good idea to explore it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And I want you to go to that past life where it's going to show us the origin of the varicose veins. 5. Go back. 4. Origin of issues with your veins. 3. Travel in time and space. 2. And 1. You're there now. In that place, look down to your feet. What are you wearing?
My legs are chained.
Are you a man or a woman?
Man.
Young or old?
Young.
Young. What are you wearing? Where are you dressing?
In a hospital.
Hospital. Why are your legs chained in the hospital?
I'm restrained.
And why is that? Why do you need to be restrained?
They think I'm crazy.
And do you think you're crazy?
No.
So why do they think you're crazy? What have you done that is giving them that impression?
I think I'm wrongfully in there.
Can you repeat that again?
Wrongfully in there.
You can run?
I don't think I'm supposed to be in there.
You're not supposed to be in there. Okay. Do you know how you got there?
The straps are too tight.
I see. Okay. I want you to go back into the time before you're put in the hospital. Go back. 5, 4, 3, going back. 2, back. 1. You're there now. What is happening?
They're stealing my house.
They're stealing my house. Who's stealing your house?
The police.
The police? And why is the police stealing your house?
I don't know.
You don't know? What are you seeing as they're stealing your house? Where are you?
I'm on the front porch and everybody's screaming.
Screaming. What do you do for a living there?
Farm. Farm.
It's a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And why is the police in your form.
They want it.
They want the form. Do you know why they want the form?
Money.
For money. So this is a corrupted police. Okay. Do you have any wife or kids?
No.
Never had?
I live with my parents.
You live with your parents. Your parents there with you at this time? I want you to look at your mother in the eyes. I want you to remember that the eyes are the windows of the soul. Let me know if those eyes are or will be in John's life.
Yes.
Who's that person now? In John's life?
Jill.
Jill? And who is Jill in John's life?
It's biological sister.
I see. I want you to take a look at your father's eyes there. See if you see those eyes in John's life.
I don't see him.
You don't see him? Okay. Alright. And in the farm, what is it that you have? Do you have animals? Do you have...
Land.
You plant? What is it that you plant?
I think corn.
Corn. Okay. Alright. So I want you to move forward. And tell me everything that happens as they put you in the hospital.
They beat me up.
They beat you up.
And they tied me to the bed.
Okay.
I can't move my legs.
You can move your legs. What about your arms?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to move forward to the next important event in the life of that man restrained in that bed. 5, 4, drift and float. 3, 2, drift and float. 1, you're there now.
I'm in a wheelchair.
In a wheelchair. Why are you in a wheelchair?
I can barely walk.
You can barely walk. What's wrong with your legs?
Too long tied to the bed.
Too long tied to the bed. Okay, I see. So I want you to go to the last minute of that life. Let's see how that body dies. 5, 4, drift and float. 3, 2, drift and float. 1, you're there now. What is happening now?
Die in my sleep.
You die in your sleep. So as you leave your body, and as you're floating back in spirit form, make a balance of that life. What do you think you had to learn?
I was not free.
You were not free?
I was not free.
All right. But you see that you are free now. And you're able to choose to feel emotions. So you're able to reconnect. You have all the conditions now to live a happy life. Reconnected, feeling emotions, being free.
Yes.
Good. So as I'm talking to your higher self now, would it be a good idea to remove that issue with the veins? Because what you felt in that life belongs to that body, not to this one. She will remove those issues with the veins now.
It's a reminder.
All right. But now you have that in your mind. You know what happened. You know it's not going to happen again. Why do you need that in your leg? Doesn't make any sense. Should we remove it?
No.
No? You don't want to remove it? How would that benefit you? Because as you get older, that's going to become painful. And then again, you will have issues walking. Why do you need to experience that again? Have you forgiven those police? The police that took your house?
No.
No. So let me ask you a question. Instead of asking yourself, why did they take my house? Let's ask the question, what for? What did you learn from it? Just everything has learning behind it. Some of us learn in love, some others learn with suffering, but suffering is an amplifier for learning. What have you learned from that experience?
I need to forgive.
That you need to forgive. And forgive doesn't mean that you're okay with what happened. Forgiving doesn't mean that you need to forget. Forgiving doesn't mean that you need to stop seeking justice, so you're going to be friends with that person. Forgiving means that today you're going to make a decision of stop drinking a poison that is only killing you, thinking that it's killing your enemy. Make sense?
Yes.
So why killing yourself? Doesn't make sense. So it's up to you. You either today forgive, because we plan everything in our lives, good things and bad things, because our spirit learns and evolves. You needed to experience something from that life. Why keep the feelings and emotions? So you don't want to feel in this life. However, you're choosing to feel that anger from that past life. It doesn't make sense. So if you want to remove that today, go ahead and forgive.
Yes.
Yeah, forgive. Put that forgiveness in your heart and in your mind. And remove that emotion. Just keep the lesson. Remove that emotion. And I'm asking your higher self then to heal your leg. Put white light. Put love. Put forgiveness on your leg. You don't need that symptom anymore. And you let me know when he's done. If you want, I can put a magic ointment or balm here. You put it all over your body. It heals, it rejuvenates cells, heals the veins. Some people say that it feels hot, some others say that it feels cold, but regardless, it's going to heal you. It's going to make you feel better.
It's hot.
It's hot. That's good. Good. So heal your body. And as you're healing your body, I'm still talking to your higher self. What is the origin of the psoriasis? Where is that coming from?
He's not doing what he loves.
He's what?
He's not doing what he loves.
He's not doing what he loves. And what does he love doing?
Working with his hands.
Working with his hands. So it's interesting. He's experiencing the same thing that his son is experiencing. He's not doing what he loves either. So why isn't he working with his hands?
Money.
Money? What kind of work does he want to do with his hands that require that amount of money? He has an ability with his hands. He was able to take care of these plants and feel the love of these plants. So why does he need money in order to use his hands?
He needs money to live.
But can he combine what he does, his full-time job, and then use his hands as hobby, as relaxation or therapy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a combination. Yeah, we still need to pay bills. So put it in your heart. You can use your hands for many other things. You still can work your full-time job. You can again try taking care of plants. Feel the love of plants. You've done it before. You can do many things with your hands. Doesn't mean that you need to start working on your other job that pays the bills. Very good. And is there any other advice do you want to give John before we disconnect? Do you want to check his body, see if everything is okay? Anything else he needs to do?
He's doing it.
He's doing it already. Okay, awesome. So I thank you very much for the information. And thank you for taking care of John. I want you to disconnect. And John, I want you to disconnect from your higher self. And I want your spirit going back to your body where it belongs, your consciousness back to where it belongs. And in a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5. And as I count, I want you to imagine that you're going up the stairs. You're coming back. The more I count, the lighter you will feel, and the lighter you will feel, the happier you will feel. 1, start coming up, feeling lighter and lighter. 2, feeling wonderful. No more issues with your back, psoriasis, or veins. No issue with blood pressure. Super happy. 3, disconnect feelings, emotional thoughts from anything you have seen in those past lives. Nothing of what you have seen is going to affect you. What's more, forget anything you need to forget about this session. Just keep all the learning. 4, keep coming back, feeling wonderful, refreshed. From now on, every time you put your head on the pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day, every night, unless you have any plans with your wife. But when you wake up in the morning, you will feel totally rested, refreshed, super happy, ready to get up and conquer the world, ready to get up and feel, connect with your emotions, use your hands, and not feeling any discomfort, ready to come back, the happiest man in the universe. And 5, coming back. Welcome back. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Good. How long do you think you have been laying there for?
Half hour.
Oh yeah. Sounds more like an hour and 42 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Really?
Oh yeah, here. I started recording when you were here, right? 1 hour 42.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you remember? Do you remember anything or everything about this session?
I think so.
The man taking care of the plants,
Yeah.
right? Then the library.
That was weird.
You got access to everything, right?
I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say anything. This is too weird.
And goody, everything happens for a reason because you were able to get information for your son and for your sister. You were able to see past life for your son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So again, today is May 13th, right? 2019, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your session
Sure.
on YouTube? Just nothing private.
There wasn't? Okay.
No, it's just about past lives and it's really good, interesting. Do you think you were in a trance?
I didn't think so at first, but I couldn't do things.
Exactly. So
I couldn't open my eyes when you told me to.
You could not open your eyes, right? That's a
And
test. You could not open your eyes. As we were doing the induction.
My legs, I could not move them.
Mm-hmm. And as you were describing the event as a man taking care of the plants, you could feel the emotions. You were emotional. You had tears running down your cheeks.
Yeah.
And you were emotional. And some people say, "No, I think I made it up." Oh, really? Go ahead and make up an emotion now. How can you make up emotions, right? So it was very interesting.
No, I've seen that place before.
You've seen that place before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you have that feeling towards plants whenever you know?
No. In fact, usually my wife does all that, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Oh, maybe. Okay. All right.
That might be why.
Okay. All right. Let me stop this recording. Hold on.